Hello, Wolves fans, and welcome to Joe Knowles Field here on the campus of South Kitsap High School. Tonight is the 2014 home opener as the South Kitsap Wolves take on the Peninsula Seahawks in the final non-league contest before league play begins next week. We are happy to be coming to you live on this evening on SKTV, Wave Digital Cable Channel 205, and also streaming live to the world on the internet. I'm Steve Dickey, and helping me bring you tonight's game is special guest Nick Keogh. Welcome to the booth, Nick.
Hey, right on. Thanks for having me tonight, Steve. Let's start off by talking a little bit about the opponents tonight, the Peninsula Seahawks. This team comes in bolstered with a lot of talent, and they lost a heartbreaker last week to Gig Harbor, 30-29. Heartbreaker might be a bit of an understatement because they held a 27-10 lead at halftime. Like I said, the team is loaded up with talent, and it starts off with second-year quarterback, all-league quarterback at that, senior Robert Quinlan. Quinlan threw for over 200 yards and 2 touchdowns last week's season opener against Gig Harbor. They also have a major weapon in running back when senior Major Ali. Oh, and actually, we're going to kick it down to the color guard here, Steve, and we'll talk a little bit here in a sec.
We ask that you please remain standing until the colors have cleared the field. Please remain standing until the colors have cleared the field. Let's play some football.
All right, and once again, that was the South Kitsap High School Band under the direction of Gary Grahams in the performing of tonight's national anthem. So just wrapping up real quick what I was saying, Steve, they're led by all-league quarterback and all-league running back Robert Quinlan and Major Ali, who both accounted for 4 touchdowns in all last week. So this is going to be a tough matchup. What do you think about the Wolves tonight?
Yeah, the Wolves coming off an impressive win last week, 21-3 over the former league rival Central Kitsap. For those of you that haven't heard, Central Kitsap dropped down to the Narrows League 3A division this year and will be replaced by Timberline at the 4A. We'll see Timberline on the 31st down in Lacey. The Wolves offense is led by second-year starter and all-league quarterback senior Cooper Canton, who threw for 86 yards in last week's season opener against Central Kitsap. However, the focus of South offense will be its rushing attack, led by another second-year starter and all-league running back senior Marshad DeWalt. At 5'5" and 256 pounds, he's a punishing back who ran for 156 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. Did I mention that he runs a 5-second 40? Newcomer to the offense this year is senior Raymond Marin. He had several blocks to spring Marshad last week. Looks like we're going to do the coin flip. Out for the Wolves senior captains, number 6, Braden Maynard, number 7, Cooper Canton, number 23, Marshad DeWalt, number 43, Raymond Marin. Peninsula's captains, number 1, Major Ali, number 79, Hayden Smith, and number 12, Robert Quinlan. Number 35, Connor Walsh, is an honorary captain for tonight's game. The Wolves are wearing black and white stickers on their helmets as a memorial to former longtime SK head coach and former assistant head football coach Elton Goodwin, who passed away last November, and former SK football player Josh Osborne, who was killed in a tragic hiking accident this past July. Josh would have been a junior this fall here at SK. A special commemorative coin will be used for the coin flip today, and it will be presented to Josh Osborne's mom, Jennifer, and his dad, Brian, after the coin flip.
And it looks like Peninsula will receive the opening kickoff. I mean, South has the option to defer and receive the second half kickoff. Pretty nice night tonight, Steve. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of this weather we're having this summer.
Beautiful evening. Sun's coming down on the field here. You can see lots of shade on the field. A little bit of a wind blowing out
So just over the South Kitsap Wolves board.
Yeah, it's now it just went down again. So a little bit of a wind is picking up, but it's otherwise just a beautiful night. Great night for some South Kitsap football. So as the teams go to take the field, we will see the South Kitsap defense, who was very impressive last week, holding Central Kitsap to just 3 points the entire game.
Yeah, and impressive is an understatement right there. You hold a high school football team to 3 points while also operating your offense at high octane like they were doing. I mean, it makes for a good recipe, and it also makes for a 21-3 win. So we're going to see if they can bring that tonight against Peninsula.
Absolutely. The Wolves had a goal line stand down there too. Central Kitsap had the ball first and goal at the 5, and South Kitsap made a great defensive stand, held them to 3 points, and of course went on to win the game 21-3. So it was a big statement last week. South wanted to come out, lost a tough game to Central Kitsap last year, had the whole rivalry thing, and this game, their home opener against Peninsula. A lot of these guys know each other. Peninsula's obviously not that far from here, so a lot of these kids played against each other or with each other the last several years in Pee-wees and whatnot. So a lot of pride at stake here.
Yeah, absolutely. And boy, I'm pretty sure this crowd is ready to get going. As you mentioned earlier, it is a blackout game tonight, and the students are out here in full force.
Looks like the band's getting fired up, and we're just about ready for the kickoff. Nolan Souza kicking off for the Wolves. And we are underway here at Joe Knowles Field. Kick is up. Fielded about 10-yard lines, cut to the outside, stacked up at about the 25-yard line. That was Kyle Olsen-Urban on the return. Wolves got down there in a hurry, stacked them up. So we're going to see Robert Quinlan and Major Ali, 2 returning all-league players for Peninsula. As Peninsula will take the ball first, the defense looks to make an opening statement stand here as we start this game off.
Yeah, seniors with experience and the accolades to boot. It's going to be a tough matchup tonight for the South D. I think they're up for the test, though.
So Quinlan out of the shotgun, drops back, throws first. Kyle Urban hit immediately, about a 3-yard gain. Looks like Miles Huff on the tackle. So I'll call it a 4-yard gain, bring up 2nd and 6 from the 29-yard line. Peninsula likes to get out quick with those short little passes, try to get Queensland in a rhythm. Queensland again out of shotgun. Snap handoff to Ali up the middle. He's got a little bit of running room. Takes a little bit to the outside. Takes it to about the 38-yard line. Looks like Braden Maynard in on the tackle there. But a first down for the Seahawks. Got a pretty big hole to that left side that time.
Yep. Line able to open it up for him, and he was just able to hit the crease. That's the biggest thing with experience. He's not dancing. He's just hitting that hole.
Yeah, he really did.
Right through.
So 1st and 10 from the 37. Queensland again out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks to his left, throws, and oh!
Boy.
Great defensive play by Cole Craner. Pass intended for number 32, Matt Shirley. Cole Craner gets a hand on it and knocks it away. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 37-yard line.
Yeah, boy, the junior defensive back was licking his lips on that one. I thought he had a chance at the diving interception.
So Peninsula breaks the huddle. Robert Queensland again in the shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes, throws to the outside. He's got a man on the wing. Taken down to about the 45-yard line.
And it looks like that was Olsen Urban again. Getting a lot of work early.
Yeah, he's Robert Queensland's favorite target. They've been playing together for a few years now. About a 6-yard gain on the play. 3rd and 4, so the first big third down stand for the Wolves here. Queensland again from the shotgun. You'll see a lot of shotgun out of the Wolves tonight, too. Motion to the middle. Handoff up the middle to Ali, and he is hit immediately. Stacked up, still trying to drive. Falls forward for a couple yards. He's going to be close to a first down. I think he's going to be a little bit short.
He most certainly is.
He is short.
Looks like Queensland's staying out there looking for the call from the coach. They may go for it here early, Steve. And now it looks like special team.
Yeah, looks like he's going to be just a little bit short, about 1.5 yards short. So the punt team comes up. So the Wolves make a stand on their first defensive possession. Punt formation. The Wolves have nobody back.
Nobody back.
The kick is up and down to about the 15-yard line where Peninsula will down it.
Interesting strategy there, Steve. It was almost like South was expecting or anticipating the fake on that, so they just didn't even want to risk it. They'll start their offense at the 15-yard line.
That was number 2, Kyle Olsen Urban with the kick. Seems like a pretty busy guy tonight.
No kidding.
Does it all for them, apparently. So the Wolves will take over 1st and 10 from the 15. Cooper Canton, a senior quarterback, second-year starter. Very rare to have a second-year starter at South Kitsap High School. It's the first time it's been done since, I want to say, 2007 season, Gordy Anderson. So Canton back out of shotgun. Takes a snap. Throws quick out to the right. He's got Braden Maynard at about the 20-yard line, about a 5-yard pickup. Number 6, Cooper Canton's favorite target. Number 6, Braden Maynard, a senior. And you'll see as we go along here, Nick, Cooper Canton and Braden Maynard have been playing together for 5 years, so they really know each other well. And you should see a lot of plays between those two tonight.
Well, it showed on that one, a definite timing round. Canton put it right on the money.
So the Wolves break the huddle. Cooper Canton again out of the shotgun. He's got DeWalt behind him. Takes the snap, hands off up the middle to DeWalt, who falls forward. Looks like he's got a no gain, maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, almost looked like a little confusion there on the exchange. Canton thought he was going one way. Marshall went the other way. Luckily, it wasn't a fumble, though, able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So we got a 3rd and 6 from the 19-yard line. Cooper Canton gets to play from head coach Eric Canton. Canton again in the shotgun. He's got trips to his left.
he's got Maynard on the right. Maybe see if he looks
Takes
at
a
him.
snap, drops back, throws to it. Oh, and a great catch, number 32, Raymond Marin, with a great catch driving forward. And he is close to a first down. See where they spot this.
Yeah,
And he gets the first down. What a great catch and run by Raymond Marin. Cooper Canton throwing into traffic. Almost had that picked off. Marin wrestles it away and drives forward. Another big, strong kid. Hard to bring down. And he falls forward, gets the first down. So we got 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line.
And that's just a case of Raymond wanting it more than the defender wanting to tackle him.
This is Raymond Marin's first year on offense. He's a linebacker by trade. And the coach said, you know what, we want to see you hold the ball a little bit. He had 3 catches out of the backfield last week as well.
Smart decision.
So Canton back out of shotgun again, hands off up the middle to Marshad DeWalt, brings it to his left, turns the corner, got a little bit of room, puts his head down and just bowls forward, takes at least 3 Peninsula Seahawks with him. Big run for Marshad. There is a penalty on the play.
Yeah, I think we're going to get a little late hit over there on the South Kitsap sideline by one of the Peninsula defenders. But boy, Levi Alton comes and tries to make the tackle and just gets barreled over by DeWalt.
Well, Levi Alton's a 5'11", 169. Got a personal foul against the Wolves. I believe that was after the play. So I believe the first down is going to count. They'll just back him up 15 yards.
Yeah. Referee
But yeah, Levi Alton at 5'11", 169 pounds, trying to take on 5'5", 256-pound Marshad DeWalt coming downhill. It's going to be a tough battle for Mr. Alton to win.
No kidding. Case in point there. Saw the ref talking to Hayden Smith there on Peninsula a little bit, but the call still against South. Personal foul.
Yeah. So it is after the play. It'll be a 15-yard backup. So they did get the first down, but then they're going to back them back up 15 yards.
Yeah, it was tough to see there on the sideline, Steve. I mean, with all the maroon jerseys surrounding, and there's a couple Peninsula guys over there. Who knows what happened, but the result being South loses 15 on it.
So the Wolves will take over at the 24-yard line now. That backs them up to the 24, 1st and 10. Cooper Canton. Oh, so we got a chain problem. They're going to fix the chains. So quick official timeout as they get the chains arranged. There we are. So Cooper Canton back out. He's in the shotgun once again. DeWalt behind him. Dominic Vargas goes into motion. And Canton takes a snap. Looks to his right quick, lobs it up. Great play over to number 24. That's Ross Escalta. He takes off, gets about 5, maybe 6 yards out of the play.
Ross Escalada on the reception.
Takes it up to,
Got across 25 near the 26
pardon me, he got about 2-3 yards out of that play, actually.
No, very deceiving 2 yards. Yeah, I like the little play action there to DeWalt. He's going to draw a lot of attention tonight, so that could be there all day.
Absolutely. You have to pay attention to Marshad. He gets the ball, and you got to have a few guys on him. So we got a 2nd and 8 from the 26. Cooper Canton again out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Marshad DeWalt coming to the left side again. Cuts back up. Pounds his way to about the 29-yard line. About a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, another one of those. DeWalt tried to bounce to the outside. Found the seam inside, though. Cut back in and was able to pick up a few.
So we got a 3rd and 5 from the 29-yard line. Just about 6.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Wolves trying to keep this drive alive. Already got 1 first down on this drive.
It's 3rd and 5.
Wolves break the huddle. Cooper Canton out of shotgun again. Marshad DeWalt, the lone back. Got a pretty spread formation. And that's a low snap. Oh, and Kevin gets hit from behind and fumbles. Ball knocked back to about the 15-yard line. Still on the ground, scrapping for it down. It's been knocked all the way down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and the Peninsula D had an opportunity there, but may have squandered it. And South is able to retain.
Wow, Peninsula had 3 shots at that ball. But the about a 25-yard loss. Cooper Canton got blindsided and fumbled.
And it all began with that low snap, which he was able to scoop up there, but just, you know, it throws off the timing, throws off the rhythm, and next thing you know, you're getting hit behind by a defensive end.
Right, and they were blitzing on the play, so by the time Coop was able to scoop it up and then turn, they were coming a blindside blitz. So Canton's going to be back to punt now from his own end zone as the ball was recovered by South on the 4-yard line. So Cooper deep in his own territory, so this will be pretty good field position for the Seahawks. There's a snap, it's there. Cooper Canton's, the kick is up. Great kick.
Absolutely.
All the way to the 50-yard line, fielded there by number 12. That's Robert Quinzel. Was that number 12, Robert Quinzel?
Boy, I believe that was...
I doubt that was the quarterback, so
Yeah.
I must have misread that number. But Wolves got down on that one quick. Only about a 6-7 yard return on that, but still pretty good field position for the Seahawks as they'll take over on the Wolves' 42-yard line. 1st and 10 now. Quinlan out of shotgun. Major Ali, the lone back. He's got trips to his right. Hands off inside, handoff to Ali, up the middle, breaks a tackle, cuts back to the outside, wrapped up by number 2, Jacob Lewis. But that's going to be a first down after about a 12-yard, 13-yard gain for Major Ali.
Boy, and that's a good one-on-one tackle there, or else Ali might be in, or seeing the end zone there. He definitely had an opportunity.
Yeah, great open field tackle by Jacob Lewis. Jacob Lewis is a transfer from Peninsula. He actually went to Peninsula High School last year, joined South Kitsap Wolves this year, and has done a fantastic job so far on defense. He's also the kick returner, a very speedy kid. Quinlan takes the snap, hands off again up the middle for Ali, rumbles ahead for just about 10 yards. He's going to be close to another Peninsula first down.
Yeah, that left side of the line anchored there by Hayden Smith and Zach Dobosh. Really creating the running lanes there for Ali. 2 first down runs.
And that will be enough for the first down. So
get back
inside the 20 now to the 19-yard line. Peninsula knocking on the Wolves' door here.
Yeah, getting back to Lewis real quick. I think there's a little bit of pride on the line for him tonight.
Oh, you bet. So Quinlan again out of shotgun. Hands off to Ali, this time coming to the right side. It's about 5 more out of it. So Ali is starting to rack up a few yards here as he takes it down to just about the 13, almost the 13-yard line.
Take a breather there after the 3 big runs. Came up hobbling a little bit, but I don't think it was anything serious as he runs back to the sidelines.
So 2nd and 4 from the 13-yard line. Quinlan again out of the shotgun. Blitz up the middle, gets around it. That's number 35, Connor Walsh. Takes it down to about the 4-yard line. So another first down. We got 1st and goal about the 4-yard line.
Boy, Mikey Garcia came in there like a rocket. He just hit the wrong hole, or else he would have just destroyed that running back.
Connor Walsh, a former Port Orchard kid. He actually went to junior high here, transferred down to Peninsula a couple of years ago. Quarterback Robert Quinlan, also for a Port Orchard product. And lineman Cody Canals. So Quinlan again out of shotgun, hands it off up the middle, still driving, and haven't seen a signal yet. And there it is, touchdown Seahawks.
It looked like that might have been number 33, Jared Bonaire. Borner.
That's Matt Shirley in for the score.
I believe that's who it was on the play.
So a 4-yard touchdown run, and Peninsula strikes first. 6-0 pending the extra point.
Yeah, it was 33. Boy, and it looked like the Wolves were about to swallow him up in the backfield, but he was able to slip out and just crosses the plane.
So they line up for the PAT. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good.
The extra point is good by Logan Martin.
Number 23, Logan Martin. Puts it through the uprights, and the Seahawks have a 7-0 lead with just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Started to open up the running game a little there with Major Ali, Connor Walsh, breaking a couple of big runs. So we have to tighten down that run defense a little bit.
Well, Peninsula off to another hot start, not unlike the game against Gig Harbor last week. So it's going to be up to the Wolves to respond here.
So Jacob Lewis and Miles Huff back deep for the Wolves, who were already out on the field. You can tell they want to get that ball back and try to get some points of their own here.
Oh yeah, they're ready.
Breaks their huddle.
Miles Huff and Jacob Lewis deep to receive for the Wolves.
Yeah, I was mentioning Queensland and Connor Walsh. They actually played football at John Sedgwick Junior High School with Cooper Canton, Braden Maynard, and Marshad DeWalt. All those guys on the same team in junior high. You can imagine how successful that team was.
No kidding. I can only
Some pretty good athletes
imagine.
So Peninsula set to kick off. And here we go, squib kick down the middle. Fumbled and recovered by number 33, Connor Reed. Took kind of a funny hop on it, bounced up. He couldn't reel it in, so he just fell on it at about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, boy, he didn't know if he wanted to field it or not, and it looked like either Huff or Lewis he thought was going to come up behind it and maybe scoop it, and then luckily he realized before it was too late, okay, I might want to fall on this.
Yeah, once you bobble it back there, you might as well just fall on it.
Absolutely. Cut your
looks
losses.
like Peninsula's doing their homework, though, and decided to stay away from Lewis and Huff, who are both very fast kick returners. So the Wolves take over to 19, 1st and 10. Cooper Canton in the shotgun again. Motion, Canton, DeWalt behind him. DeWalt gets the hold of it. Right, it caught in the backfield, stacked up, driven back. His helmet goes flying off. Never did tackle him, but they did push him back far enough that the whistle was blown. They're going to call his forward progress dead. It's just about at the line of scrimmage. They're going to stop him at about the 19 again.
That's impressive gang tackling by Peninsula, and they're going to have to do that tonight because I don't see any guy out on that field taking DeWalt one-on-one and taking him down.
So, pardon me, that's a 5-yard loss. That's a 2nd and 15 from now the 14-yard line. As the Wolves break the huddle, Cooper Canton back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Quick hit out to Braden Maynard. Spins. And then wrapped up and taken down at about the 19-yard line, the original line of scrimmage.
Braden Maynard on the reception.
Peninsula quick to the ball. That was a quick hit out to Maynard, and there was 2 guys waiting for him.
Yeah.
So that'll bring up a long 3rd and 9 from the 20.
Yeah, Maynard with a couple catches tonight. Only 1 catch last week. He just so happened to go for 36 yards and DeWalt's 2nd touchdown against CK last week.
Yeah, he caught that on about the 1-yard line. He couldn't quite get in last week. So 3rd and 9 from the 20. Canton again out of the shotgun. Looks like Connor Reed behind him this time. Canton drops back, looks, throws across the middle. Caught Miles Huff with the catch. About a 5-yard gain. Nice catch, hit immediately and dropped at the 25-yard line. So the Wolves will be punting for the 2nd time today. Peninsula gets to that ball quick.
Yeah.
Our guys, as soon as anybody's touching the ball, there's a couple of Peninsula guys there. I mean, they are the number 9 ranked 3A team in the state. And you guys can see there's a good reason for it. They're a solid football team, well coached. So Canton back to punt for the 2nd time today.
No one back to return for Peninsula, it looks like, as they're preparing for the fake.
Can't kick, another good one. Hits down at about the 40 and gets the good Wolf roll down to inside the 30 to about the 27-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. Flag on the field, though, so we're going to see what happened here.
There's a flag on the play.
Another good kick by Canton. Good coverage there by the Wolves to not fall on it right away and let it roll for about 5 more yards.
A personal foul against the Seahawks this time.
So it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be tacked on after the kick or on that 4th down play, giving the Wolves an automatic first down.
Looks like it was after the play again, and they're just going to back them up.
And that's, yep, appears to be the case.
So another solid kick by Cooper Canton. He's first team all-league punter the last 2 seasons. And I will tell you one thing after watching Cooper the past couple of seasons, he is great about getting the nose down on the football. So even when he kicks a short kick, he gets the roll. And he got it again. He actually had a good kick there, and it rolled. He's very good at getting that nose down on the football and having it roll the Wolves' way. So that'll back up Peninsula inside their 20 to about the
14, I want to say.
Looks like we're going to call it the 13-yard line. So about 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Wolves can make a big stand here. They can get some pretty good field position out of this.
Absolutely.
Queensland back again. Inside handoff to Ali, who breaks to the outside, cuts it back to the inside. Big gain before he's finally taken down by number 21, Dominic Vargas. But another Peninsula first down as Ali takes it out to about the 30-yard line, just over the 30-yard line.
Yeah, this Peninsula offensive line really controlling the trenches, giving those big running lanes to the backs like Ali, and making the Wolves pay here early.
They've got some big boys on that front line, no question. Defensive line's just going to have to get under them.
Absolutely.
So with just about 4 seconds left, we'll see if Peninsula tries to get one off or if they're just going to let the clock run out. And they will get the snap off. Fake handoff up the middle. Queensland looking to his left, throws to number 2. That's Kyle Olsen-Urban, his favorite target there, slips shortly after he catches it for a short gain. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's the Peninsula Seahawks 7 and the South Kitsap Wolves nothing.
Ball spotted at the 38-yard line at the end of the first quarter.
Peninsula moved the ball pretty well in the first quarter, especially in the running game.
Yeah, that running game is pretty much the focal point. You've seen about a handful of passes on those short yardage plays, which are effective, but it's all running right now. And behind Ali, I honestly, if I'm the Peninsula coach, I don't do anything else until South stops it.
Yeah, for sure. I talked to Coach Canton earlier this week about what it's going to take to beat Peninsula. And there was a few things that he mentioned, and one of them was reducing the penalties. The biggest issue last week, we had 13 penalties for 118 yards, including 4 personal fouls.
Yep.
And we've already seen one tonight. DeWalt mode, establishing the run, something that we've struggled with so far in this game, but senior Marshad DeWalt ran for 156 yards and 3 touchdowns last week. And then the last thing you mentioned was tackling, and we've seen a couple of missed tackles here. That was a big concern for the Wolves last year. But last week, they actually made some great tackles and a lot of gang tackling. So
Yep.
I think there might be some nerves involved here. You know, this is a pretty big game. The Wolves knew it was a big game coming in, and so I think they're just kind of getting settled in a little bit right now.
Absolutely. Look for a different Wolves team here in the second quarter.
So Queensland back out of the shotgun again. Fakes the handoff, throws over. He's got Kyle Urban again, taken down immediately. That's number 4, Logan Guerrero, immediately on the tackle.
He had to get to the 39. It looks like he just got it there.
And that is a first down, just enough. Nice job by Urban to know where the chains are because he was dropped immediately. So the Seahawk drive continues as they cross the 40 to about the 41-yard line. Queensland out of shotgun again. This time hands off to Ali, breaks off to the right side, across the line of scrimmage, and powers through for about 5, maybe 6 yards.
Boy, he's got a really fast first step. As soon as he got that ball, he was gone.
Dominic Vargas in on the tackle there. So 2nd and 3 for about the 48-yard line. Queensland again out of shotgun. Hands off again to Ali, and he'll get the first down as he drags a couple of Wolves over into Wolves territory inside the 40-yard line. Raymond Marin, Miles Huff in on the tackle.
Tacklers led by Dominic Vargas.
That'll be a first down for Ali as he takes the ball down to about the 37-yard line. Ali racking up some yardage just like he did last week against Gig Harbor.
Absolutely.
So Queensland again from shotgun. Again hands off, and this time he's caught in the backfield, breaks a tackle, spins back to the right side into the middle, and he is going to take that close to a first down. Mikey Garcia had him in the backfield, but Major Ali was able to spin off of it and get a positive gain, and he will get the first down as he takes it down to the south 25-yard line. And we've got a timeout by the Wolves, and Coach Canton headed out to talk to the defense.
Well, Steve, you hit on it at halftime. One of the keys for Canton was the tackling, and they had a big opportunity there to hit him in the backfield for a few-yard loss, and instead the result is first down, and Peninsula keeps moving the chains, gets closer.
So Coach Canton switching things up this year. He himself is calling the defensive plays. Coach Corey Vartanian was handed the offense. And right now, Coach Canton, look, he was giving his defense a little bit of a chew in there. So we'll see if he can get them fired up, see if they can make a stand here as it's 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. You don't want to get too big of a hole against a team like this.
No kidding.
Pretty big stand here if we can hold them to less than a touchdown, even if it's just a field goal. So back to action. Robert Queensland again deep. Rolls out to his right, throws on the run, hits his man, but he cannot hold on. That was number 35, Connor Walsh, unable to bring that one in. Pass incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Pass is incomplete on the coverage for the Wolves. Jacob
Miles Huff defending that play.
Yeah, well-designed bootleg there by Queensland. He's just got to make that play, though. Got to hold on to the grab.
Miles Huff's going to have his hands full covering Walsh. Both guys very fast.
Yes.
Huff as well. Inside handoff up the middle. Maybe 2 or 3 yards out of that. Looked like that might have been Levi Alton up the middle. Or 20.
He's down near the 20-yard line. The tacklers are led by Will Gatlin at the center of the SK line.
So we've got a 3rd and 6 from the 21-yard line. So a big 3rd down for the Wolves here if they can get a stop. Spread formation out of the shotgun is Queensland. Quick pitch to the inside. Number 35 as he takes it around the outside, gets the first down. Connor Walsh with the shovel pass, and he takes it all the way down to right about, it looks like maybe 13, 14-yard line.
Looks like they're going to spot on, 13-yard line.
So 1st and 10 from the 13.
And a little sleight of hand there from the quarterback.
Yeah, well-designed play there from the Seahawks. So 1st and 10 from the 13-yard line, and the Seahawks are knocking on the door again. Handoff to Ali up the middle. Vargas the first to get to him.
Initially by Dominic Vargas.
Finished off by Anthony Killingsworth, Elijah Griffin.
Call it the 6.
Looks like he got about a 6-7 yard gain out of that. So it'll be 2nd and 3 from the 6-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off to Ali. He's stacked up quickly this time.
Ali, the ball carrier, he's hit immediately and dropped by number 41, Mikey Garcia.
Looks like that was 31, Vince Hanneman on the tackle.
Yeah, the Wolves had that red and snuffed it out right away. Bringing up another third down. Very crucial third down here again.
Once again, yeah, big third down. If they can stop him here, maybe hold him to a field goal attempt, be kind of a moral victory for him after such a long drive.
Absolutely.
So here we go, third and call it 5. Queensland drops back, looks to his left, throws, looking deep into the end zone. Number 2 off his hands. Kyle Urban, a chance to pull that one in and was not able to. The Wolves come up with the stand that it needed, and it is 4th and 5. 4th and goal from the 5.
Yeah. Kyle Olsen-Urban with the little inside-outside move, had it in the back corner of the end zone, just could not haul it in.
And it looks like the field goal unit is coming on. Yeah, Urban doesn't miss too many of those. We kind of caught a break there. And the field goal unit is indeed out. Logan Martin, the senior kicker, lines it up. About a 26-yard field goal. Kick is up, and it is good. So the Seahawks extend their lead to 10-0 with about 8 minutes, 17 seconds to go here in the first half.
But a moral victory, like you said, Steve. They were able to hold them down there when they got inside the 10 with their back against the wall and just basically said, no, we're not going to take it anymore from Peninsula. So let's see if we can translate this into a little bit of offense, get a little momentum going.
Yeah, the Wolves really need to get not only points, but they need to get a sustained drive. The defense has been on the field a lot in the first half, and that really takes a toll on you. As good as condition that these guys are in, being on the field that much, and some of these guys play 2 ways.
Absolutely.
And that can definitely take a toll on you later in the game. So the Wolves not only need a score here, but they need to get some a nice sustained drive going here and give the defense a little bit of a breather.
Well, this offense is very capable of doing it. Canton's looked pretty much under control this entire game. His throws have been on point. They just haven't been able to establish the run yet. So, let's see if the Wolves can just finally get a couple creases opened up and maybe get a big play or 2 for DeWalt, get these chains moving, and get some sort of points on the board before the halftime comes.
So let's see if Peninsula decides to stay away from South's speedy kickoff return, guys. Jacob Lewis, Miles Huff again back deep for the Wolves. And Logan Martin set to kick off. And he does squib it again. Oh, takes a big hop. Picked up on the run by Miles Huff. And he takes it to about the 27, maybe 28-yard line.
That's a good scoop there by Huff. Took a wicked bounce.
That took a big hop over Connor Reed.
Oh, yeah. He wouldn't expect it at all either. He just kind of had to watch it go over.
But it's smart to let it go. You got a guy behind you. If you try to touch that and it goes sideways or something, you're looking at a fumble. You got Huff behind you. He scooped it up. Ended up getting about 5 extra yards out of it.
It's one of those could be worse situations, but Wolves operating now.
So they'll have their best field position to start with so far from the 28-yard line. Canton drops back, throws a little lob out to Lewis. Great catch. But he's tackled immediately at just about the 25-yard line.
Can we talk about that Lewis catch, though? Are you kidding me? Kid's falling backwards, one-handed, able to bring it into his body.
He's only 5'9", but he got some air up there on that one. Cooper having to lob it over top of a defensive player coming in at him. So that ball he looks like he loses a yard on that one. So it'll be 2nd and 11 from 27. Peninsula very quick to the ball. Be interesting to see if South starts taking some shots downfield. They've been trying to dump a lot of stuff. Maybe they'll do some play action, start airing it out a little bit. Cooper, very strong arm. So he takes the snap again, fires across, great grab, and taken down at about the 36-yard line. That's Ian Van Giesen, his first catch of the game.
Ian Van Giesen
And I tell you what, Cooper Canton thinking quicker than I am, because Peninsula had one safety there, number 9 it looks like, and that would have been Cameron Lewis. He's playing on the left side. Canton hit, or on their left side. Canton's right. Canton hits him on the opposite side on the slant route.
So they did come up just a little short. They got about 9 yards out of that, so it's a 3rd and 2. Big 3rd down conversion here. Really need to do this, sustain the drive. Canton out of the shotgun.
Give it to the big man.
And they do. Up the middle is Marshad DeWalt, stacked up, and it cannot bring him down. Had him short, and he powers forward for about 3 or 4 yards, and he gets that first down. Boy, is he tough to bring down.
That man's my favorite running back ever. Marshawn who? I'm talking about Marshawn, folks.
Yeah, the Sun paper, they call Marshawn Lynch beast mode, and they just called him DeWalt mode.
Yep.
Said that South went into DeWalt mode. Coach Canton touched on that in his keys to victory. That Marshad's got to be able to establish the run, and he did there. So we got 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line now. Canton again out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Marshad on a sweep to the left side. Powers ahead for about 6 yards for Marshad DeWalt. So looks like he's starting to open up some holes now.
They have a rhythm. They're moving the ball. Canton is clearly under control. He's making all the throws, making the right reads, and the results are showing. They had their best field position all night.
So we got a 2nd and 5 from the 46-yard line now. Honestly, I've heard comparisons to body blows, running game being like body blows in boxing, and it really is when you got a guy like Marshad DeWalt.
No kidding.
So Cooper Canton takes the snap, drops back, throws quick out to Braden Maynard, his intended receiver, overshoots him just a little bit. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 5. But you can only take so many shots from Marshad when he's coming downhill on you, and he puts them big old shoulders into your chest. You're only going to be able to take that for so long. And, he got off to a little bit quicker start CK last week, but as the game went on, you could see he was really wearing them down, and hopefully that's what's going to happen here again tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Every run he leaves his mark, and it's going to take its toll, and we're going to see it as the game progresses on with this Peninsula defense.
So 3rd and 5 from the 46. Cooper Canton again out of the shotgun. Drops back, looks to open. It's tipped up and incomplete. Looked like that was knocked down by number 62, Dakota Butts, the 5'11", 200-pound outside linebacker coming up the middle.
But I like the idea. It's Maynard open on the slant. They're not bringing a safety down in there against him. Try to get the quick 5-yard hitter and get the first down. Just the defensive lineman makes a good play.
He did indeed. Got his hand up there and knocked that thing down. So kind of decision time here for Coach Canton. And it looks like
he may take another timeout.
Yeah, he's going to take a timeout and think about this. Decision time. You're down 10 points. Got about 5.5 minutes to go. You're about midfield, 4th and 5. Your punter is your quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Coach Canton wants to think about some options here. So he's going to take a timeout, talk it over with his team, and figure out what they can do, if they're going to go ahead and punt it or if they might try to fake it.
And it could also be a little bit of the defense was out there, like you mentioned earlier, for so long that last series. They still may need another minute or two before they punt this ball. Or they may go for it because the defense is gassed.
True.
But, hey, this is why they paid Canton the big bucks, and this is why we talk about it.
Yeah, it's a tough decision, because
no kidding.
It's one of those, if you're successful, everybody's like, wow, what a great move by Coach. And if you're not successful, then everybody says, oh, what is he doing at midfield doing that when now you just give them a short field? And yeah, this is why Coach Canton is the head football coach, and we're just up here announcing.
Absolutely.
I don't even want to speculate. I won't even say what I would do. I mean, it's just this is a big decision.
Absolutely.
But with a foot like Cooper Canton too, kicking from where he will be, he could pin Peninsula deep.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's just all kind of strategies. So what are we going to do here? Marshad DeWalt's out there, Cooper Canton's out there, and we are going for it. He is not in punt formation. So 4th and 5, a huge play here for the Wolves. Canton.
Oh, he might
Looks
have
like they might have got a guy jump. And the throw is offline, diving for it, number 5, Miles Huff. And it looked like Peninsula jumped, but it looks like there are no flags.
Must not got it right into that neutral zone. Just
Canton's hard count got him to jump, but I guess, yeah, maybe he didn't get into the neutral zone. Because in high school, I don't believe in high school that they have to, like it is in the pros, like they have to be over there when it's snapped. I think if they jump across, it's an automatic. But no call on it, so Peninsula's going to start off with a short field again. 1st and 10 from the Wolves 46 with about 5:17 left. Ali up the middle, hit immediately. Number 55 for the Wolves, Jagger Bersheim, and 61 Kenny Staffney stacked him up immediately. No gain on the play.
Yeah,
that's what the Wolves are needing. Get some stops at the line. Stop Ali's momentum.
Absolutely. The big defensive lineman able to penetrate and hit him in the backfield.
So Peninsula takes over again. 2nd and 10 from the 46. Queensland fakes the handoff, looks to his left, throwing deep. He's got a man wide open, number 32. Matt Shirley makes the grab and takes it all the way down to inside the 20-yard line. Looks like maybe the 16-yard line. 17, about the 17-yard line.
Yeah, and
1st and 10.
That was that double move like they had on the last possession in the back quarter of the end zone that was unsuccessful. That time Shirley able to come up with the grab, and the result, Peninsula 1st down.
And again, deep into South Kitsap territory. And, you know, if Queensland puts that one on the button, that's 6. That kid, he was wide open, had to wait for the ball, and then it kind of threw him off balance. So Queensland takes a snap again. Another shovel pass to the inside. 35 is Connor Walsh again, as he takes it around the outside, gets a few yards out of it.
He's knocked out of bounds by Raymond.
One of those little sleight of hand things. They've done it a couple times tonight.
Gain of about 4.
Quick little shovel pass, and that'll be about a 4-yard gain for Peninsula. Connor Walsh, kind of a utility guy for the Seahawks. He'll line up in the slot. You'll see him at wide receiver. You'll see him at tailback, and he'll also go to quarterback when they run the Wildcat. So he's a very versatile player for them. Queensland again, hands off to Ali in pursuit.
That's a big tackle.
That
was number 41, it looked like.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia runs him down from behind.
That is a big tackle right there. Mikey in the pursuit and able to drag him down.
Huge tackle. So that'll bring up another 3rd down. Big 3rd down for the Wolves. 3rd and 5 from about the 12-yard line.
It looks like Matt
Again, you got to try to hold them to 3 or less here.
Absolutely.
You're still 2 scores away if you can do that. So, and Mikey, just as we talked about Mikey Williams, he comes across a little early. Unless somebody jumps, that's going to be an offsides on the Wolves.
And I want to say I saw
and it is.
Yep, there you go. I thought I saw one of the officials pointing to the Wolves defense there.
That will be 5 yards and maybe enough to give the Seahawks a 1st down. They had about a 3rd and 5, so it's going to be very close once they march this off. So the 5-yard penalty to put the Seahawks down at about the 7-yard line.
And they're going to say they're short by 1 yard. So another big
a huge
play
3rd and 1. Hands it off the middle to Major Ali. Hit it about the line of scrimmage, but it looks like he is going to be close. He may have fallen forward for a yard.
Carrying the ball again for the Seahawks.
Just based on where the ref is standing right now, it looks like he got it, and they are going to give it to him 1st and goal for Peninsula.
1st and goal from the 6 with about 3 minutes to go.
Well, and that was one of those, Steve, you and I couldn't tell because there was so much action down there. It looked like he got swallowed up, but clearly the results stand.
He's a strong little back, too. So there's a fumble on a play. Ball's loose. Looks like Peninsula may have recovered.
Fumble on the play, recovered by Peninsula.
And they did. Well, that would have been a huge turnover if they could have pulled that one. I've said the South could have pulled that one in.
No kid. A little bit of confusion there on the part of Peninsula, and didn't know if it was a fake, didn't know if it was a run, and then just kind of slipped out of his hands when it was hanging out there.
But it was a 7-yard loss,
Yes.
so it takes them back to the 13-yard line. So 2nd and goal from the 13 now, just under 2.5 left in the half. Queensland out of the shotgun, drops back, and he's going to take off running with throws on the run. Looks like that's Ali. No, that is Cameron Blackwell, I believe. That's
Yep.
number 8, Cameron Blackwell. Makes the grab and takes it down to about the 3-yard line, maybe 2. It's about a 10-yard gain.
They're going to give it to him on the 2, looks like.
So we got another goal line stand, 3rd and 2. Or excuse me, 3rd and goal from the 2. Just about 1:45 left in the half. So a big 3rd down here. The Wolves can stop this one, hold them to a field goal attempt. Hands off up the middle to Ali, breaks it to the outside, one man to beat, and takes Cole Craner into the end zone with him. And the Peninsula Seahawks are up now 16-0 with about 1.5 minutes to go in the first half, pending the extra point.
Yeah, textbook handoff there by Queensland on the counter to Ali. Ali able to just beat the last guy there to Craner to barrel his way into the end zone.
Yeah, Cole Craner, 5'11", 156 pounds versus Major Ali's 5'7", 189. That's going to be a tough match for him. Ali really low to the ground like DeWalt is, just a little smaller than him. He's a little smaller version of Marshad.
Right.
So snap is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Peninsula Seahawks now lead 17-0 with just over 1.5 minutes to go, 1:32 left in the half.
So we have decision time here. Does Canton want to sit on it, run it out, or do you air it out? I know what I'm doing. I'm airing it out. 17-0 with Cooper Canton, my quarterback. Yeah, let's throw some downfield.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of with you on that. And it's a non-league game, so it's not a critical game for them. But there's just some pride on the line. This is a school from right down the road, but you got to work on some things. And this could be a 2-minute drill. Things that we may need to practice for league games. So
right.
And Canton's a pretty aggressive coach, so I really doubt he's going to sit on this and just try to run it out. I'm pretty sure he's going to take some shots downfield. More than likely, Peninsula's probably going to be in some sort of a prevent defense. Maybe Coop can get some shots down the middle.
Right.
The thing about high school football is the clock does stop on first downs, so they can run on up there. They don't have to worry about that. They can hustle up and get into a 2-minute offense.
Yep, plenty of time for the Wolves.
Yeah, 1.5 minutes is plenty of time to get downfield and get some points on the board. And that's really what they need. They don't even need a touchdown necessarily. They've got to get some points on the board before the half, try to get a little momentum going. They do get the second half kickoff, so if they could, put some points on the board here and then start off the second half that way. So another squib kick. They are just staying away from our speedy backs. Miles Huff does come up and pick it up around the 20-yard line and take it down around the 24-yard line. So we're still getting decent field position out of it.
Absolutely. 1:27, one timeout. Yeah, make something happen here. Not to mention that the Wolves will receive the second half kickoff. So opportunity here to build some momentum towards that, as well as ending the first half here.
So he actually gets it out to about the 28-yard line. Like I said, 1:27 to go, 1st and 10. Cooper Canton out of the shotgun. Peninsula is not in a prevent defense. Canton's going deep. He's got Maynard and just overshoots him.
Looks like Olsen Urban again.
Olsen Urban defending the play. Really a great throw by Cooper. I mean, Maynard was covered well, and Cooper put that in a position that only Maynard would have a shot at. If he throws that any shorter, then Kyle Urban's got a chance to defend it.
Yeah.
Or even intercept it. So a smart play by Cooper to throw that one away.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to get him on a double move. You saw Canton kind of pump there, try to get him down the sideline.
Urban didn't bite, so we've got a 2nd and 10 from the 28 with about 1:20 to go now. But I do like how we're trying to air it out a little bit. Now there's a quick hitter over to the Seahawks sideline and pushed out of bounds. That's Logan Coons, senior. He gets about a 6-yard gain out of that. So we're looking at about a 3rd and maybe 4, 3rd and 3 from about the 25-yard line. Minute 14 left in the half. Big 3rd down conversion again. Peninsula showing blitz. Pass to intended for Miles Huff, a little bit short, incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th and 3 from the 35-yard line with just over a minute to go.
And this is why it's always the debate towards the end of the first half, because now you leave Peninsula with a little bit of time left. But I'm with Canton. I'm making that same call. I'm airing it out.
Yeah, you got to take some shots, and they did. And unfortunately, this drive didn't work out. But you know they're getting work in what they need to do.
Absolutely.
So we just got over a minute to go. 4th and 3. Looks like the punt team's coming out. And for Peninsula, this is probably almost a replay of last week's game when they went in up by 17 points, ended up losing the football game. So I'm sure Coach Canton's going to be addressing that, telling these Wolves, hey, don't give up, keep fighting. These guys blew a 17-point game last week. Our offense not quite in sync. So a delay of game call now against the Wolves. We'll back them up a few more yards.
Well, yeah, and you're absolutely right, Steve. Canton is going to address that. It's like, hey, these guys have been in this situation before, and they have lost, so it is very much possible. Give the guys a little bit of confidence there, you know, and they get the ball to start the second half. Make something happen right then, and then they're right back in the ball game.
Yeah, 17 points is obviously not an insurmountable lead. I mean, like I said, Peninsula blew it last week, so.
Absolutely.
So Canton back to punt again. Kind of a short punt this time. Nobody back to return it. And again, it takes that Wolf roll I was telling you about. So it'll be knocked down on the 40-yard line, down to by number 3, Cole Craner, the junior DB. So just under a minute to go. 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. Let's see if Peninsula takes a couple shots downfield or if they just try to go in with 17 points. Definitely not in the victory formation, so Peninsula is going to take a couple shots and see if they can't get some points here at the end of the half.
Major Ali lined up in the backfield. Let's see if he might get a touch here.
Queensland's throwing. Oh, pulls it in. Wrapped up and taken down. Taken down from behind. Was that Mikey Williams?
That was Mike Garcia there.
Oh, Garcia. Excuse me, Garcia.
Oh, yeah. Boy, Mikey Garcia saw Queensland holding it out there like a loaf of bread in that right hand. Oh.
I was thinking strip too. I thought he had a shot at it, but Queensland pulled it in just at the last second when Mikey got to him.
Absolutely. Good pursuit by Mikey, and looks like the Peninsula is going to have to burn another timeout here. They were unable to get out of bounds there, so they'll have 50 seconds left to try to operate.
That'll leave them with 2 timeouts. That's their first timeout. 2nd and 7 from about the 43-yard line. Wolves definitely need to make a stand here. You know, you definitely cannot give any more points now. 17, not insurmountable. You're talking 20-24. You've got a lot of work cut out for you. You know, the offense just needs to get on rhythm.
Yeah, that's it.
They're just a little bit out of sync right now. Defense needs a big stand here. Just 50 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 7 from the 43. Peninsula's a long way from getting into scoring position. Robert Queensland takes the snap. Delay, hands off to Ali, up the middle, another missed tackle. Keeps driving up the middle. Big gain there, taken down by Jacob Lewis. As he gets across midfield, takes it all the way down to about the 38-yard line of the Wolves. So they don't have to burn a timeout as they're waiting for them to reset the chains. And Quinlan's back to business again. Shovel pass again to Walsh as she turns to the outside, cuts back into the middle, takes it down. He's going to be just about at the first down marker. Looks like he's a little short. We've got the 9-yard line. Peninsula will take a timeout with about 23 seconds left to go.
Yeah, boy, head coach Ross Filkins out there on the field. Probably got all the way to the 40-yard number out there to get the refs' attention, trying to call that timeout and conserve whatever time he can for his Seahawks.
Yeah, he looked a little upset that he didn't get the timeout quicker than he wanted. Another 3-4 seconds rolled off the clock before he got the attentions of the refs. You know, and that's basically another play for them. So
yes, absolutely.
So quick timeout for them. They break the huddle already. So I think Coach Filkins knew exactly what he wanted to do. Just wanted to make sure his team was on the same page. So he was short, 2nd and 1 from the 29-yard line. 23 seconds left in the half. So Queensland comes out shotgun again. Major Ali, number 1, back there with him. Wolves defense looking for a big stop here. Wolves showing blitz, back off. Ali up the middle again. That's going to be a first down and more. Turns it up inside and dives for the end zone, and he is short.
Down near the goal line.
No signal from the refs. He is, yeah, he's short.
He will be just short, and I think that flag might be face masking. And boy, Steve, they may have put some time back on the clock before that play began, because it read that only 2 seconds ran off.
Yeah, that kid's fast, but he's not that fast.
No kidding. No kidding. But I think when Coach Ross Filkins was running out and getting the attention of the refs, it was blown, and they just kept the clock running, so they may have added some more time before that
personal
play occurred.
Foul against the Seahawks.
Interesting.
So let's see what happens here, what exactly that happened. Looks like it was probably after the play, so that's going to probably back them up 15 yards from the 1. So that'll take them back to about the 16 if that happened after the play. Or the spot of the foul.
Boy, and this is a big break for the Wolves here if that was the case, because Ali able to get that ball all the way down to the 1.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing about this versus college or pro games. You can't hear the referees, and they don't give numbers. So we're not sure where the personal foul was or who committed it. But
and it looks like they're going to mark it off from the spot of the penalty, so it was before the end of the play. So that's even more of a gain for the Wolves.
That backed them all the way up to the 23-yard line, 20 seconds to go. Queensland drops back, looking deep, and he's not. And he's hit from behind. Number 9, Noah French, with a huge sack for the Wolves. 10 seconds left in the half.
And Noah French going up against that was either Hayden Smith or Zach Dobosh, who had been holding down that left side for Peninsula, and he just outworked him move after move, and the result was the sack.
2-yard loss back to the 25. Peninsula will take their 3rd and final timeout. 10 seconds left in the half. Looking at about a 2nd and 12. So they got time for about 2 more plays, because they'll stop the clock. If they get the first down, they'll stop the clock to reset the chains. And if they can get up there quick enough, they could probably have 1 more shot at the end zone. So if they don't stop the clock here, if they don't get the first down, they won't stop the clock. That'll be the end of the half. But if they can get the first down here, they'll have 1 more shot. So this is a big play for the Wolves here. They need to stop. They cannot let them get the first down here.
Yeah, they might show that little sweep move they do with Connor Walsh.
That
again,
shovel pass.
That little shovel pass, but they might fake it this time. I keep having a sneaking suspicion that Queensland may go deep on that fake.
Nope, Walsh doesn't come in motion this time. It's a screen pass to Ali. who catches it, gets inside the 20, breaks a tackle down the sidelines, out of bounds at about the, looks like 4-yard line. They do get the first down, and there is a half-second left on the clock.
Well, even bigger thing, there's a lot of laundry out there. It looks like there was perhaps a hold on Peninsula on that play, but it may also be offset by a late hit by the Wolves once Ali had stepped out at about the 1-yard line. Or 5, wherever he might have been.
So the refs getting together trying to figure it out. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of flags on the ground there, so let's see what they come up with. Maybe the Wolves can catch another break here and keep Peninsula a little deeper in the field. So we've got a hold on Peninsula.
And a personal foul on Peninsula.
So 2 penalties on Peninsula that time, so that will negate that run, back them up. With only a half-second left, I don't know how big of a leg Logan Martin has. But let's see where they mark this off.
Hey, if Major Ali can run it all the way down there in 2 seconds, this kicker might be able to boot that field goal.
Well, if that was a hold on them, that'd be 10 yards back from the 25, 35. That's a 52-yard field goal. So
and the
unless that's
foul.
Steven Hauschka, I don't think that kid's got that kind of leg.
I think he's on that other Seahawks team. They're pretty good.
So
it's a holding and a personal foul.
Oh, they're taking them. Oh, the personal foul must have been after the play. So they're going to back him up 10 yards for the hold, 15 more for the personal foul. And I'm pretty confident now there's no way they're going for a field goal from here. So I'm pretty sure they're just going to down it this last half second, going with a 17-point lead.
No kidding.
Wow.
And Coach Filkins is going to have some words with his guys at halftime.
Well,
even though they're up 17-0, they've got about a handful of personal fouls.
They're not downing it. They must have something up their sleeves here. Nope, just hands it up the middle to Ali. And Ali takes a couple of Wolves with him to about the 36, 37-yard line. But that will end the half. The Wolves go in trailing 17-0. Nick, biggest thing of this game, Peninsula moving the ball in that running game. Major Ali.
They are, and they're not helping themselves with all the penalties, but you know they're not hurting themselves with a 17-point lead. South's just got to get a rhythm. They get the ball at the start of the second half, so we're going to see if they can possibly make amends.
Yeah, 2 of the 3 things that Coach Canton talked about was tackling and penalties, and the penalties not as bad this week as they were last week, but they have come in some pretty key, inopportune times for the Wolves. But the tackling, yeah, Major Ali, and it's not even so much even the tackling. It's Major Ali, they're just blowing some holes open for him. But Coach Canton will take the team in, make some adjustments, and we'll see what happens in the second half.
Yeah, and as we go into halftime, folks, we'd like to recognize our South Kitsap video students for putting on tonight's game. They are responsible for every daily announcement from both TV and newscasts. So at halftime, our special treat, we'd like to show a few videos created by the team for through the first 2 weeks of the school year. We hope you enjoy, and we'll see you back here for the second half.
Friday Night Warriors, to be nothing but perfect. Our captains and team chose FNW for the 20th anniversary of the 1994 state championship team, so we spoke with the team to learn more about FNW and this season.
To me, FNW means that no matter what the conditions or how tired you are, come out every day and work as hard as you can.
FNW means tradition. Like everybody just work hard, we do our things right, and I expect to win big games.
To be a part of the community and to be a warrior on the field, to be relentless.
It means that we do things right all the time and we work hard.
With a long year ahead, the SK football team is constantly putting in hard work every week to prepare for Friday nights.
What I expect is best effort, total concentration and focus, giving us the best effort that they possibly can. I honestly don't worry about wins and losses. I just want the kids to have a good time.
After speaking with the coaches and players, we asked to describe the team in one word, and this is what they had to say.
Phenomenal.
A family.
Hungry.
Enthusiastic.
Fighters.
Determination.
Chemistry.
It's gotta be Warriors.
Warriors.
Let's begin in the main office where you'll find Mrs. Shiro. She is the voice of SK over the PA system. If you need to see an administrator or dean, she can help. See Mrs. Shiro for bus passes. And she loves it when you say please and thank you. Moving to the ASB office, Ms. Niner is the nice lady who accepts class fees and fines. Ms. Van Leerup handles transcript requests and report card copies. The attendance office is a popular stop where Ms. Smith and Ms. Reed can help you. This is where you check in or out of school if you are late or you are leaving early. And remember, you have 2 days to bring in a note to excuse an absence. At the Counseling Center, Ms. Erickson can help you schedule appointments with your counselor. She can help you get a locker, and she can help you with running start information. If you are just enrolling or withdrawing from our school, Ms. Shanley can take care of that. A quick peek in the athletics office finds Ms. Ladeau. She handles all of the eligibility clearances and associated paperwork to play sports at SKHS. On the 3rd floor, Ms. Schooler runs the book room. This is where you'll go to pick up a book, student ID required, and also drop off class books. There are 3 smiling faces to assist you in the library. Ms. Wood is the librarian and handles research and materials questions. Ms. Haney helps out during tutorial, and Ms. Muller is the computer coordinator. She's happy to help with password information. In the commons or lunchroom, you'll find the parking and security office. Mr. Ladeau can help you with parking passes and answers to other parking-related questions. And right down this hall is the Career Center, where Ms. Eldon and Ms. Beckwith guide you through high school and post-high school options, from scholarships to apprenticeships, the military, colleges, and jobs. They can also help with career research and resumes. SK has a great team, all committed to student success. Everyone is standing by to answer your questions or direct you to someone who can.
You know, Steven, it's crazy that in a couple of days this gym's going to be full of sophomores that we have to entertain.
It's going to be a great day, honestly.
You know, I'm excited for them. The next 3 years of their lives are going to be filled with friends, school, and hopefully extracurriculars.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they apply themselves, I think they're going to do great here.
Let's send them on a quick tour of the school, huh?
Let's do it.
It's a long ways down from that crow's nest.
I think I counted like 3,000.
It's crazy! But let's talk about the old school.
Where we're standing right now is the oldest part of the entire school.
It houses automotive, wood shop, and CAD, among other things.
Let's move on.
Whew. Now we're in the bus parking lot. This is where the buses will drop you off and pick you up.
That's about it. Let's move on.
All right, now out here, there's a couple things. If you peek right over there, you're gonna see all of our tennis courts.
And if you look right behind me, you can see the roof of the pool. You're only allowed down there if you have the class.
And if you peek right down there, you're gonna see the baseball and the softball fields. Let's roll out.
Why'd you change your shirt?
You don't change your shirt on a daily basis? I mean, we didn't shoot this on 2 different days at all, totally didn't.
Anyways, these are the halls of South Kitsap.
Here on the 200 level, you'll find math and science.
And up on the 300 level, you'll find English and social studies.
Lastly, down in the 100s, you'll find most of CTE.
Let's move on.
And here, we have the north parking lot. Once you're granted the holy grail that is your license, you can do all of your parking right here, with a pass, of course. But seniors have priority on them, so don't count on anything.
Maverick, don't forget to change your shirt.
I'm getting there, bud. Don't worry about it, okay? Okay. And for all you sophomores, here's some advice from the juniors last year.
My advice would be to make as many new friends as possible and talk to a bunch of new people who are not your friends.
If you're gonna hold hands with your boyfriend in the hallway, move to the side so people can get around you. Biggest pet peeve. I hate that.
Remember in junior high when you did not have Hot Pockets? Well, you got them now. The Deca store.
My advice to you, don't get 2 turn at homecoming. It'll make Monday 3 times harder.
Yeah, the ham and cheese is good. I like the original. You know, all the cheese and the ham.
You see someone walk in, it's like, oh, that's they look nice today. Never mind, they're not wearing a shirt because it's a crop top and it's winter. Wear shirts, girls, because I hate that too.
But if you're gonna tell someone you love them, don't do it online and don't use this emoji because you get called creepy.
No, not here. Keep it classy.
I still want to get the nachos first, so it's like that line's never long. Actually, it's the American food, like the sandwiches. Those ones are the longest line, so I would get nachos because they're pretty good.
And lastly, this is the Commons.
This is where you do all your eating and socializing.
It's basically the hub of South Kitsap. That's all we have for you today. And the most important thing to remember at South Kitsap is that your upperclassmen love you.
Friends!
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 Good morning, South. We all got one of these and packed the other day. But are you using it? It may be the most important little book you get all year long. Don't believe me? You've probably been there. You were in a rush, lines were long, and now you're trapped. But your planner has hall passes, and you too can avoid the embarrassment of, oh, well, never mind. But that's just the start. Ever find yourself lost in time and space? Yes, we have a lot of different bell schedules in South. So in our planner, you'll find a list of all our bell schedules. Never be lost again. Yep, the planner has hall passes, bell schedules, class resources, graduation requirements, school rules, even a workout tracker. But the number one reason you should use your planner is so you don't forget important stuff. This matters. Graduation, scholarships, careers, all depends on doing well in school. And to do that, you gotta get organized. So don't just throw it in your locker or give it to your little brother for a coloring book. Use it. You won't regret it. All for me. Back to the studio.
All right, class of 2015, here is your team. The staff you'll work with most are probably the counselors. They are Ms. Wallace and Ms. Chinchilla. They are your primary guides to assist mapping out and scheduling your classes, and to help make sure you have the right classes to graduate. Ms. Wallace works with students whose last names are A through K. Ms. Chinchilla works with students whose last names are L through Z. And now the class dean, Mr. Canton. The class administrator is Mr. Ogan. They're called upon to help with more complex issues related to the senior class. They get involved with discipline issues, but first and foremost, they are here to help all students be successful. And now let's move on to the juniors, class of 2016. Your class counselors are Ms. Hoxley and Ms. Hayes. Ms. Hoxley works with students whose last names are A through K, and Ms. Hayes works with students whose last names are L through Z. The class dean for the junior class is Mr. Yingling. Ms. Cole is the junior class administrator. And finally, for the sophomores, your class counselors are Ms. Kaufman and Ms. Hamill. Ms. Kaufman handles the alphabet from A to K, and Ms. Hamill handles students L through Z. Class dean is Ms. Evans, and the class administrator is Ms. Marisich. Other key staff, Ms. Beckwith is the career counselor. She can offer career assistance in ways too numerous to list here. And Ms. Tallheimer is our interventionist and works with students who need extra support in their educational endeavors. More great staff, all here to help you be successful.
Welcome back, Wolves fans. We're just about ready for the second half kickoff. I'm Steve Dickey along with my special guest, Nick Keogh. So, Nick, first half story, Major Ali, huh?
No kidding. The guy, he's one-man wrecking crew right now, and he's hitting the right holes. He's not thinking, he's not hesitating. That's the senior in him, and he's just gashing these Wolves for, boy, it seems like a first down darn near every run.
Yeah, we don't have his official stats up here, but I was hearing some of the other media guys commenting that he's probably close to 150 yards already.
Oh, he's got to be.
So going to really need to stack the box on him. It's the biggest thing has been he's broken some tackles, but he's also had some big holes to run through.
Yes.
And hopefully the Wolves make some adjustments, start shutting him down a little bit.
What do you think Canton was saying to him in the locker room at halftime?
I would guess he was probably telling them to do their jobs, probably telling them not to stress too much, worry. I mean, if it were me, I'd be telling them, don't worry too much about the score at this point. We get the ball to start off first. If we can get down there and get some points, start making this game interesting. But, it's a half versus half of football now. So they won the first half 17-0. We need to win the second half, 21-0 or 21-3 or something.
Okay.
And we know what this offense is capable of doing. A little out of sync right now. Could be some nerves. Big crowd here for both sides, really. Peninsula's got a pretty good following because they're not too far from here.
Right.
So maybe it could have been a little bit of nerves in there. But, we just need to settle down and play the football that the Wolves know how to play.
Absolutely. Well, it starts with Cooper Canton, and I actually am enjoying what I'm seeing out of here. The guy seems poised. He seems calm. The biggest thing right now for this offense is, the beast that is Marshad DeWalt just not able to get any running lanes, not getting the blocking, Peninsula gang tackling, at the point of attack, and he's just not able to, get his feet under him really. And
so this was last year's standings. Gig Harbor won the league at 5-0, 7-1 overall. South Kitsap just missed the playoffs, finished 2-3 in league, 3-5 overall. Had a chance to knock off Central Kitsap last year, but came up a little bit short. So currently this year, Bellarmine won their opener. Gig Harbor, Olympia, South, Timberline, and Yelm all winning their openers. The entire league won their opening week with the exception of Stadium. So I think the Narrows League 4A is going to be pretty tough this year. I know Bellarmine, Gig Harbor always a threat. Olympia is typically a pretty big team, physical team.
Yeah.
They'll be coming in here next week, so that'll be our league opener. That'll be that should be a good game too. I mean, Olympia is a tough squad.
Yeah, definitely. And highlight that Gig Harbor game, folks. Gig Harbor was the one that beat Peninsula in the game of the week last week, 30-29, and we see what Peninsula is capable of tonight. But hey, we have a whole 24 minutes of football to get going, and the Wolves will receive the opening kick. And real quick, Steve, I want to say quarterback for Peninsula, Mr. Quinlan. Shout out to his cousin, Britta Quinlan. She's actually 25 today. Very dear friend of mine. She's sitting over on the Peninsula side. We don't hold that against her. But happy birthday, Britta, and thanks for coming out.
Well, happy birthday, Britta, from the Wolves.
A Seahawks fan over there. My goodness.
Like
she really
said,
is a good
like
person.
Like you said,
though.
she's a good person. We won't hold that against her.
Absolutely.
She's just over there cheering on her cousin. Well, we're just about ready to get the second half started. Seahawks kicking off to the Wolves. We got Jacob Lewis, Miles Huff both back deep, but every kickoff, Peninsula has squibbed it. A little worried about those guys deep, so let's see what they do this time, and they squib it again. Goes through the wickets. Oh, it's ticked. It's a fumble now. Picked up by Jacob Lewis, looking for some running room to the outside. Breaks a tackle and finally taken down at about the 16-yard line. So that squib kick, getting some crazy hops there right at the end and throwing the Wolves off a little bit. It's very difficult to return.
Yeah, definitely. And it's that second tier of Wolves that it's like they don't want to touch it, but they're putting their hands up. They need to just let it roll and get ready to block. Luckily, the returners there for South able to get on the ball. And now we get to see Cooper Canton in this offense operate here to start the second half.
So let's see what adjustments Coach Vartanian, the offensive coordinator, let's see what kind of adjustments he made. See if they can get DeWalt going a little bit. Like we were saying, DeWalt not making a lot of holes for him, but he's a punishing back. And even if you stop him, he's hard on you.
Absolutely. Well, those body blows, and we're going to see how they translate here into the third quarter.
Low snap. Canton picks it up, hands off to DeWalt, shakes a tackle, breaks to the outside, still on his feet. Fumble. Drops the ball. And No signal as of yet as to who came up with it.
It appears
Peninsula's signaling
yes.
it's them, but it looks like the Wolves recovered, and they did.
DeWald able to fall back right on that ball. Luckily, it didn't take one of those odd bounces like we're seeing on the kickoffs. Bounce right back into his chest.
So Marshall gets about a 2-yard gain out of that, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 20-yard line. Not exactly the way you wanted to start off the half, but we'll see how things go from here. Canton back to throw now. Looking over to his favorite receiver, Braden Maynard, who shakes a tackle. And finally, held shirt tackle and a late hit. Coming in, number 24, Luke Holsinger. Very late coming in on the play. That's going to tack 15 more on, but a nice grab by Braden Maynard. Shook a tackle, but a tackler able to hang on to his jersey and bring him down by his jersey.
Looked like Michael Holverson just grabbed the back of his jersey there and was able to not let him go. That could have been big.
Holsinger comes in very late. Maynard was easily down. It's just not a smart penalty on the Seahawks there. Bad decision.
Boy, and if there's any knock you had on Peninsula in that first half, it was definitely the personal foul calls, and I'm sure their coach talked to him about it. And what do you do in the very first series?
Yeah, that's what their 3rd personal foul call.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So an already positive gain of probably 10, 12 yards. Tack on 15 more, and the Wolves are just about at midfield. Just what they were looking to do here to start the second half. Moving the ball, moving the chains, get some points on the board. That's what we're going to need to do.
Absolutely.
Often in this half. So Canton again from the shotgun, takes the snap, low snap, fakes it to DeWalt, looking for room, runs, throwing off balance, throws it away, intended for number 32, Raymond Marin. That play just never got going, a low snap, which is another problem they had last week. Had some low snaps early in the game last week, made some adjustments. That's only been the 2nd or 3rd low snap, but like you said, it throws off the rhythm.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a timing, it's a rhythm, it's what you don't practice those low snaps. You practice the good snaps, getting the ball out quick. Those are the results you're going to get most of the time are busted plays.
So a 2nd and 10 now from midfield. Another low snap. Canton handles it, hands the ball off to DeWalt, who breaks to the outside, gets just about back to the line of scrimmage.
And we talk about DeWalt not being able to run, and that's not a knock on him per se. That is just Peninsula is just there to fill every single gap. He's not able to hit a hole clean. He's dancing around, he's breaking tackles. But every time he breaks one, there's another Seahawk and another, and so on and so forth. So Arshad trying to get it going, just to no avail thus far.
Yeah, he's not getting the breaks that Ali's getting. He's not getting the holes that Major Ali's getting right now. So the offensive line got to buckle down a little bit, because we got a 3rd and 10 now. And the snap is high this time, off the hands of Canton. He recovers back on his own 35-yard line. 15-yard loss, going to make it 4th and 25 from their own 35. So it started out as a promising drive, stalls out at midfield, and then gets pushed back another 15 yards after the high snap. Canton not able to handle.
Yeah, and I don't even have to say it. There's clearly some miscommunication between the snapper and quarterback Canton right now. It's an easy thing to fix, though. And these are why you play these non-league games and you get these reps.
Exactly. So we got a 3rd and 25. Canton back to punt. Booms one high and deep. Picked up by the Wolves down at about the 30, maybe 31-yard line. And another flag late.
Same Brandon Maynard run off the field, clamoring at his defense, trying to get him pumped up, trying to get a little momentum here.
Yeah, Wolves could really use a big stop, even a turnover here. Get a turnover deep in Seahawk territory. So we've got a hold against the return team. Hold against Peninsula. That'll back them up a little more. So a nice break for the Wolves. If they can get a big stop here and hold Peninsula, get some pretty good field position themselves. So the 10-yard holding penalty will back the ball up to about the 21-yard line, where Peninsula will start off their first possession of the second half. I suspect Major Ali will see quite a bit of action this half as well as they try to kill the clock and get some yardage.
Absolutely.
So there was the fake. They faked that shuttle pass and handed it to Major Ali, who pounds ahead for about 3.
Boy, and I'm just waiting for Queensland to take that shot. I mean, they keep going to it, but it's either the short play or they actually do shovel it. And I think he's going to take one of these bombs pretty soon here.
So give him about 4 yards. 2nd and 6 from the 24-yard line now.
Yeah.
Interesting. We have not seen either quarterback under center. Both have been strictly out of shotgun. Inside handoff to Ali again up the middle. Takes it to about the 27-yard line. 2-yard gain. That'll bring up a 3rd and 4. So the Wolves looking to make a big stand here. 3rd and 4 from the 25-yard line. If they can hold them here, should get some pretty good field position to start their second drive. Watch out for that little shuttle pass as they got Connor Walsh in the slot.
They do.
Queensland.
He's going to go to the outside.
Throwing deep, he's got a man wide open down the sidelines, not going to catch him. Hunter McKenzie. Queensland hit him right in stride down the sidelines. McKenzie takes it all the way in.
Yeah, it looks like he beat Miles Huff on that. Miles Huff maybe taking a look over there at Connor Walsh, who was out there in the flat. And just
73-yard touchdown pass, Queensland to Hunter McKenzie. And it is now 23-0 Peninsula, pending the extra point. Logan Martin again out for the extra point. So a big 3rd and 4 turns into a 73-yard touchdown. And the Wolves are in a big hole here to start early in the second half. Martin's kick is up, and it is good. And Peninsula extends their lead now 24-0. About 7:20 left in the third quarter. South fans are shocked. It's about as quiet as I've ever heard this crowd. They are just in shock right now.
Well, making every attempt to rally their troops.
Yeah, it's just as I say that, I can hear them start hollering. So, and here goes the band. So they're going to they're going to stand behind their team, try to fire them up.
Absolutely. And this is a borderline rivalry based on the players, you know, their relations from Pee Wee football, and also, you know, location-wise, Peninsula just down the road. So, you know, there's a lot of pride on the line here, even though it's a non-league game.
So there's a nice shot of our cheerleaders, our SK Superfans, and our world-class high school band.
Once again, we've got the blackout game tonight.
So Logan Martin back to kickoff once again. He has squib kicked every kickoff so far. Let's see if he continues that trend or if he's going to lay into one. And he squibs it again. This time fielded by Miles Huff as he stayed up short this time, and he takes it out to about the 27-yard line.
A little more laundry on the field. See what this penalty is all about. And that's what I meant with that squib kick and that second line of the South Kitsap Wolves. At that time, everyone turned around, got ready to block, and let the return men, Jacob Lewis and Miles Huff, scoop it up and make their plays. You know, and that's what you do. You know, you're either gonna block or you're gonna field it. You can't do both. And it seems like they were trying to do both, but you know, we talk about those reps, we talk about those non-league games, and that's something you learn, and that's something you use going forward. You know.
So we got a block below the waist, illegal block against the Wolves. A chop block will back them up a little more. Yeah, I noticed on the kickoff that time that as Martin started coming forward to kick, Lewis and Huff both started running forward. They knew it was going to be a squib. This time, Miles didn't have to wait for it. He got to it pretty quickly, got a few extra yards out of it.
Good observation.
So there's you see the chop block against the Wolves. We'll back them up. Take them to about the maybe 19-yard line.
Yep,
So first and 10 from the 19 now for the Wolves. You hear the super fans getting fired up down there, getting behind their team. Cooper Canton try to engineer a drive here to get the Wolves back into this thing.
Give it
Hands
to the
off to
big man.
DeWalt up the middle, still on his feet, driving. And about the entire linebacking core trying to bring him down, but he powers forward. Takes it to about the 24, about a 5-yard gain for DeWalt.
Give him the touches. Let's try to get some momentum going. I mean, he's the heartbeat of this team.
You know, I liked, instead of stretching him out on these sweeps, running him up the gut, you know, that power. You want that kid laying into people and wearing them out and making them not want to tackle him.
Yep.
So Canton back in shotgun again. This time he's throwing. He's got Maynard on this side. Maynard makes the grab at about the 35, takes it ahead to just about the 39-yard line. That's going to move the chains, and that's exactly what the Wolves needed. First down, Wolves. Nice throw, pitch and catch there. Canton to Maynard.
Maynard getting the bulk of the work at the receiving core tonight, and for good reason. He's catching everything.
He's got great hands. So the Wolves break the huddle now. First and 10 from about the 40-yard line as they are trying to get something going here. 6:11 left in the third quarter.
Peninsula's going to play some press coverage.
Canton hands off to DeWalt again up the middle, puts the boom down, drives forward for about 4 yards. So Marshad DeWalt starting to get some positive yardage. And like I was talking about earlier, you know, he did that to Central Kitsap last week, where he just kind of wears you out and it makes you want to not tackle him because he's just so powerful a kid.
No kidding. You saw a whole 2 quarters of him, and now you get to see another one at least. It's like, come on.
He holds at least 3 weightlifting records here at South Kitsap as well. We'll talk about that after the next play. Cooper Canton again out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, throws it, just going to throw it away.
We may have a
We got another flag. Canton had to roll out. Maynard was trying to get open, but was covered pretty well. Cooper just throws it away. Let's see what the penalty is here. I think you may be right. There's probably a hold. There was a few guys in the backfield there. And sometimes when an O-lineman gets beat, they just kind of reach out a hand there and try to trip a guy up.
Of course, protecting the quarterback. That's instinctual as a lineman.
And you are correct. A hold on the Wolves will back them up about 10 yards. So I was mentioning to you that Marshad holds some high school records here at South, weightlifting records. He broke the squat record, and they don't do it on 1 rep here. They do. They'll put several pounds of weight on, and then he'll lift it X amount of times, and they have a formula to figure out what his max would be. Get to that in a second. Cooper Canton throws across the middle, intercepted. Number 34.
It's like Chance
Stoles with the pick. Cooper tries to force one in, throws into a little bit of traffic, and it gets picked off and returned to about the 16, maybe 17-yard line. So a short field for the Seahawks, and definitely not what the Wolves needed right there. But getting back to DeWalt, he squatted 550 pounds 15 times, which equated to about a 703 squat.
That's incredible. That is just incredible.
So Peninsula taking over at the 17-yard line, 1st and 10. Queensland drops back to the outside, wide receiver screen. complete to Kyle Urban, and he takes it down close to first down yardage, and looks like he probably has it. And he does.
What do you think, Steve? You want some of that power on the baseball diamond this season?
Marshad does play baseball.
Perfect. Even better. I want to guess catcher.
That would be an excellent guess. He is a catcher and a third baseman.
Third baseman, okay.
Yeah.
Handling the hot corner.
Well, like I said, he runs a 5-second 40, so he's athletic.
No kidding.
So, first and goal from the 6. Peninsula looking to tie on a big hit there. Major Ali goes down. Couldn't see who was on the stick, but he got flipped there. So second and goal from about the 5-yard line. Marshad can also bench over 350 pounds. He is the first member in South Kitsap history to join the 1300 club and 1400 club.
It's incredible.
So Peninsula back again. Fakes the handoff, end around to Kyle Urban, and he is going to score.
Untouched.
Seahawks with another touchdown. Take the lead 30-0 now with 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. And Peninsula is just pouring it on. The Wolves just don't seem to have an answer for this run game.
Yeah, and that time not even going to Ali, that going on the reverse. And, you know, with the defense so honed in on the running back Ali, it just, that reverse just, you know.
Yeah, they stacked the box on Ali and they faked it to him. Went to the end around to the wide receiver, Kyle Urban. And he just tap danced right on into the end zone, untouched. So Logan Martin in to tack on another. Snap is good. Kick looks like wide.
Pushed it. Yep.
And he did. He missed the extra point. So that'll keep it at 30-0 with 4:17 to go here in the third quarter. But this school has been here for almost 100 years, and no one has ever gotten 1300 club. And for those of you who don't know, the club that I'm talking about, it's a combination weight of your bench press, your clean, and your squat. And between those 3 exercises, Marshad can do 1,400 plus pounds. And it's just incredible.
Yeah. Kid is just a gifted athlete, you know, and he works hard. You know, and it shows the results in everything he's trying.
He's also a member of the basketball team.
Well,
at 5'5".
Yeah. hey, I would like to make the Nate Robinson argument. Old UW standout, now professional basketball player. The guy is listed at 5'6". He's probably Marshad's height. He jumps out of the gym.
Oh, hey, are you going to take a charge from that guy?
I would not, no. But I'm also pretty sure if I stood there and tried to take a charge, he would just jump over me.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marshad, very gifted athlete. So, Peninsula will kick off yet again, 30-0. See, the deep backs are way up this time. They're both at about the 17-yard line, so I don't know what kind of a leg Martin's got, but if he tries to bang one, and he still sticks with the squib. This time fielded by the up back.
Oh, boy.
Is that Mikey Garcia? Was that number 41?
That was Mikey. Yeah, he had a head of steam.
He may have gotten injured on the play. He's still down, and they're calling for the trainers.
Oh, boy. Boy, he had a head of steam and just tried to lower the boom on those Peninsula defenders. And I hope he's all right.
It looks like he may have cramped up. Looks like that.
Yeah.
They're working on that left leg.
Well, getting back to the Peninsula offense real quick, it's surprising to me, not that they're able to score, but they're able to score in this abundance. They lost their first-team all-league receiver last year. Well, they lost him this season. Mark Grable last week went down with a season-ending injury, and this Peninsula offense is just firing on all cylinders tonight, not even missing Grable. Well, I'm sure they are, but you get the point.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well coached. Peninsula head coach Ross Filkins. This is his 11th season as the head coach of the Seahawks. He's 63-41. He was coach of the year in 2008 and 2012. He played football at Washington State University. Interesting little side note, fun fact, if you will. Coach Eric Canton, South Kitsap head coach Eric Canton, played football at the University of Washington, while Coach Ross Filkins of Peninsula played at Washington State. So very high level coaching between these two programs. The Wolves brought back Renard Williams, who played football O-line here, an all-state player back in 2007. Played college ball over at Eastern Washington University. He's come back to help coach the D-line. So
that's
a lot of high-level coaching on both sides of the ball. It looks like Mikey Garcia up on his own, walking off the field. Looks like he cramped up. They're giving him some water, stretching him out, and hopefully we'll see him back later in the game.
Yeah.
So Eric Canton takes over 1st and 10. Because Cooper Canton takes over 1st and 10 from the 39. Hands off to DeWalt, who gets to the outside. He's got some wheels to the outside. Puts his head down, barrels ahead to the 40-yard line. About a 21-yard gain for Marshad DeWalt. And the Wolves are in business. They get across midfield.
Pride. It comes down to the pride right now for South. Are they going to roll over? Are they going to get this score close? And between, Mikey Garcia and our big man, Marshad DeWalt, lowering the boom on these Seahawk defenders, they're not intimidated.
What I was talking about with Marshad kind of wearing teams down, as he got to that outside, one of the Seahawk players went for the ball instead of Marshad.
Oh.
Marshad switched hands, and just that kid whiffed.
Mm-hmm.
So
didn't want to hit him.
He's got a head of steam. You're going to think twice about trying to tackle him by yourself. Bad snap again. Canton able to recover it back at midfield.
And it almost looked like he was going to get up for a second and try to throw it away, but made the decision to fall on the ball.
So athletic med Chris Hyatt working on Mikey Garcia's left calf. So it looks like he is just cramped up a little bit. So they'll probably try to massage him out, give him some water, and see if we can't get him back on the field for later in the game.
Defense been on the field a lot tonight.
And
it's taking its toll.
So Canton back again out of the shotgun. Drops back, throws. He's got a man. That's Ian Van Giesen. He gets about 6, maybe 7 yards after that 11-yard loss on the bad snap exchange.
And these Peninsula defensive backs, they're giving up those short throws, but they're sure tacklers. I mean, they're bringing them down. There's not a whole lot extra yards.
So that takes them to about the Peninsula 41-yard line. So we're looking at a 3rd and about 13, maybe 14.
14 appears.
Canton out of the shotgun, takes the snap. Back, he's got some time, looks across the middle and almost intercepted. Luke Holsinger just missed his 2nd interception of the game. Hit him right in the breadbasket, and he was not able to hold on. So the Wolves catch a break there.
Yeah, and I had 2 South Kitsap Wolves from what I saw in the same area of the field, maybe a little bit of miscommunication or mistiming on those routes. So I'm suspecting they both weren't supposed to be in that spot.
It looks like South's just going to go ahead and go for it. You really got nothing to lose at this point at 30-0, 2 minutes to go. You need some scores. You got to take some chances. 4th and 14 from the 41-yard line. Canton out of the shotgun, drops back. Blitz coming up the middle. He's got a man. It's Braden Maynard, just out of reach. A little bit high. Maynard can't quite pull it in. And the Wolves will turn it over on downs. Peninsula will take over at their own 41-yard line.
Well, these Wolves fans staying strong.
Well, the team's not going to give up, and neither are their fans. This is a great sports town, a great sports school, and these guys love their Wolves.
Absolutely.
So the Seahawks come out. Looks like they have changed quarterbacks. And that's Connor Walsh out of that Wildcat. And he drives it up the middle for probably 2.
Yeah, and I've got...
And Queensland's coming back in. So they're not changing quarterbacks yet. They just wanted to run that Wildcat. We had talked about it before. Connor Walsh will run that Wildcat very fast. But Wolves clogged up that middle real well. Held him to about a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 from the 43 now. Quinlan out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off again to, is that Connor Walsh again? No, that would be number 33, Jared Berner.
Boy, and he almost got his jersey ripped out there. He just didn't want to go down.
So he looks like he loses 2 yards. So big defensive stand there. 3rd and 10 now from the 41.
Yeah, and he'll check out. Major Ali will come back in.
Would not be a bit surprised to see Ali getting the ball here. I don't know how many shots they're going to take downfield, and they will take a shot downfield as Quinlan rolls out, looks across the middle, finds a man, and he will get the first down as he takes it inside the 40, inside the 35.
It's Chance Stoles, I believe, on the reception.
That was Chance Stoles. You know, they're protecting Quinlan very well.
Yeah.
Giving him some time, and when you give a guy like that some time, he's going to hurt you. He is the number 5 ranked quarterback in the Northwest. So, you know, he's a very accurate thrower. He's a big kid. He's 6'4", 195. And he's a very solid quarterback, as we're seeing tonight. You know, he makes the throws he needs to make.
Yep.
So inside handoff to Ali. Drives up the middle for, it's like maybe 3 yards or so. And that's going to bring the 3rd quarter to a close. So Peninsula leads at 30-0 as we head into the 4th quarter. Peninsula is the 2-time defending SPSL 3A league champions, and looks by the way they're playing tonight, they could be on their way to their 3rd straight three-peat in the SPSL 3A. A very, very solid performance by Peninsula tonight.
Well, yeah, and absolutely. And let's not put this 30-0 score on South. They've been battling hard. We've seen glimmers and glimpses of these great plays. But, I mean, when you just stated the facts right there, Peninsula is not a push-around school. They, the Gig Harbor game last week may have been a bit of a fluke. They had the 17-point lead for a reason, but that's why you play 4 quarters.
Sure. Peninsula was 8-4 last year and lost to the eventual 3A state champion Bellevue Wolverines in the state quarterfinals, 48-27. And that's the most points that Bellevue had given up in that season. So, Peninsula can score. Majority of their players are returning from last year. So, including Major Ali, Robert Quinlan, Connor Walsh, Kyle Urban, all of those guys are back from last year's team. So this team is poised to make a pretty good run in the 3A. And it looks like they were pretty upset about giving that game up last week, and they're taking it out on the Wolves this week.
Yeah, no kidding. So it looks like we'll get the 4th quarter underway.
You bet. 4th quarter starting off. Robert Quinlan still in there. He is back in the shotgun still. Fakes the inside hands off. Fakes the quick out to Urban. Rolls out to his left. Throws on the run. He's got his man. That's Hunter McKenzie, who had one of the touchdowns earlier. He takes it about 15 yards inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 19. And here comes Peninsula again, knocking on the Wolves' door.
Yeah, and that footwork from Quinlan. Urgent.
Hands off up the middle to Ali. Straight up the middle. Taking some would-be tacklers with him.
Got him down at the 1.
Braden Maynard is able to hold on and knock him down just at about the 1, just inside the 1-yard line. Major Ali, that was straight up the gut.
It was. And getting back to Quinlan real quick. Urgent feet, but not, rushing anything, not under pressure, not panic, just making quick decisions. And then Ali, of course, his play is speaking for himself right now.
Boy, he is something else. So out of the shotgun from the 1, inside handoff to Ali, and he is in. Touchdown, Peninsula. 36-0 with about 11 minutes, just over 11 minutes to go in the game. 36-0 pending the extra point as Logan Martin comes out to tack on one more. Yeah, this game, Major Ali and then Queensland hitting those hitting those short passes and moving the chains, and Peninsula is just played a great football game tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, but, you know, up here in the booth, you're just seeing them make the right decisions all game long. And
snap's good, kick is up, and the kick is good. So 37-0 now, 11:09 left.
You know, I like that. I like that they don't have a net behind there. Send a bunch of peewee kids back there and have them fight over it. It's a lot like what they do at the home run derby, just letting the kids run out in the outfield.
So, you know, some of the keys Coach Canton talked about was establishing the run, exactly what Peninsula has done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Queensland's got some passing yardage, but the bulk of their yardage is on the back of Major Ali and Connor Walsh. Establishing a run, and it sets up the pass. You know, you got to keep stacking the box to try to stop that run. Major Ali, I mean, that was just straight up the middle, untouched for 12, 13 yards. Then he hits Maynard, and Maynard's able to hold on and bring him down, but he actually drugged Maynard a couple of 2 or 3 yards. So,
yeah.
Great running attack tonight. Ali ran for 140 or so last week, and he's probably around 200 this week or so. Yeah, Major Ali, you definitely see why he was an all-league running back last year.
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing it tonight. The entire offense is showing it tonight. And I'm more, you know, not surprised, but I'm surprised that South has not even been able to put up any kind of points because they're not too shabby on offense either.
Yeah.
But still plenty of time left to go here to get on the board.
Yeah, at this point, you're just pretty much playing for pride. You know, South just needs to put some points up, start,
right.
You know, looking towards next week and trying to build some momentum going into the next week. At this point, you know, 37 points with 11 minutes to go is probably too big of a task to anybody. This time they do kick it back, and it looks like it's Braden Maynard who fields it at about the 8, takes it up to about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, throwing the Wolves special teams off guard there a little bit. Squibbing all game, you think, keeping away from their big returners. And once they finally, you know, get a little too close, boom it deep.
Yeah, they almost kick it over his head.
Yeah.
Maynard able to make the grab and run it back about 17 yards to 25. Let's see if the Wolves keep their starters in at this point in the game. And it looks like they're not.
No, that's going to be number 35. Looks like
sophomore Jared Chenier, a sophomore. Hey, might as well see what some of your underclassmen have.
Yeah,
these guys do.
Absolutely.
Like Connor Reed behind him. Chenier hands it off up the middle to Reed with a big run. And he takes it about 9 yards. Senior Connor Reed, a 5'11", 200-pound running back.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like this. And this isn't, you know, a knock on the first-team offense. But like you said, it's an opportunity to give some guys some reps and maybe wakes up the first team a little bit, you know, thinking, hey, we can be put on the bench. Maybe light a little fire for next week.
For sure. So Chenier again out of the shotgun. Takes a snap, hands it off to Reed again. Caught it about the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. And I think he got back just about to the line of scrimmage, probably a no gain. So we're looking at a 3rd and 1 now from the 34. Just about 10 minutes left in the game. Wolves trying to hurry up a little bit, calling the plays a little bit quicker now. So a 3rd and 1 for Jarrett Chenier, the sophomore. Good experience for him. Hands it off up the middle, and this time he's got the first down.
There we go.
Oh, depending on that spot looked a little. Oh, he did not get a good spot on that.
Yeah, it looks like he needed to get to the 40, and it's just a no short.
He will be short. My goodness, I thought he got across the 40, but the refs disagreed. They say he's just short, so 4th and 1. The Wolves will have no choice but to go for it.
Looks like we're going to have a timeout here. And also just want to point out, I'm seeing Mikey Garcia down there in the mix of players, so he is back up on his feet. Good. After maybe cramping up a little bit in the left calf. I just had eyes on him. Oh, yeah, there he is right ahead there. Looks like he is sandwiched in between Jacob Miller and Dylan Sawyer.
So the Wolves will take their first time out of the half. Big play here, 4th and 1. You want to make sure everybody's on the same page. We don't want to have any miscommunications here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Try to keep this drive alive and try to get down and get some points. Like I said, build a little momentum going into the next week. Excellent opportunity in a non-league game and a game that's a little lopsided to get some of the younger players some varsity experience. Jared Chenier, a sophomore. I don't know if he suits up with varsity all the time, but this is an excellent opportunity for him to get a little work and if he's the future quarterback here the next year or two.
Yeah.
Let's see what he can do.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll get a chance to throw a little bit. I'd like to see him throw some passes and try to make some things happen. So let's see if we try to run this at a 4th and 1 or if we're going to play action.
We got single coverage at the bottom of the screen there. No safety help.
So they will hand it off up the middle, and I don't think he made it. Connor Reed looks like he was hit behind the line, and he was. And shaken up a little bit on the play, a little slow to come off the field, Connor Reed.
Yeah, and he will be short.
What a great tackle. I couldn't see who dove in there, but somebody shot in there and just took his legs right out from under him.
Yeah.
So Peninsula will take over at the 35-yard line, and they also have brought in a backup quarterback. Is that Cameron Blackwell? Is that number 8?
We either got 8 or I believe it's number 6, Ryder Johnson.
And you're right. It is number 6, Ryder Johnson.
Yeah.
So I didn't think that. I know Cameron Blackwell. I didn't think he was a quarterback. So we've got a penalty against the Seahawks.
Yeah. No major ollie in there. Not too surprising either. We're going to see a lot of backups.
That's
here.
a good thing for the Wolves.
Yeah.
Give that guy
no kidding.
Give that guy the rest of the night off. He's earned it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pretty sure Major Ali's going to sleep well tonight after a very, very productive game for him.
I think he will.
So Ryder Johnson, also a sophomore, hands off, cuts back into the middle, got some running room all the way down.
33.
That's Jared Bonner. He takes it all the way down to the 14-yard line. So it looks like Peninsula's pretty deep in the running game. Another fast power back there, Jared Bonner. Takes a snap again, hands it off again to him. Got some running room to the left side, all the way down inside the 5 to about the 2-yard line.
Wow, that kid's got wheels.
Again, that's Jared Brunner. He's a senior, 5'7", 176. Yeah, he's quick.
So it looks like they're going to mark it at about the 2, just shy there. And it almost looked like the ball had popped out.
I thought it did too for a second there, but
and
so
hey, why
first
not
and
give it
goal,
to him
and again it's Brunner up the middle. Touchdown, Seahawks. Brunner may have gotten shaken up on the play a little bit, a little slow to get up. But he's back on his feet and walking off, so 43-0 now. Peninsula leads it. Just over 8 minutes left in the game. 43-0, pending the extra point here. And the Wolves just have no answer to this run game.
Yeah, no kidding. Now it's just the guys are gassed, and, like you said, the depth at running back. Ali goes out, And then you have Burner coming in and doing exactly that, burning him.
Oh, the snap is mishandled, and they will not get the kick off.
It's like Tyree Hogan was the holder on there, the intended holder, I should say.
So the score will stay 43-0, 8:18 left in the game. And the Wolves will try again on offense, try to get a little momentum and try to move the ball a little bit, make something happen here.
Yeah, exactly. You got 8 minutes to work. I mean, you basically have 8 minutes of practice right here, game situation practice. Let's not go away empty-handed, guys. Let's try to gain something from this.
Coach Canton preaches to his players that they need to get better every week. Whether they win or lose, the goal is we've got to get better every week so that we're hot at the end of the season and make a playoff run. So I think maybe a loss like this might be a little bit humbling for them.
Yeah.
Peninsula is a great football team. There's no question about it. But I don't think anybody thought that this would happen, that we would lose this bad, and for us to get beaten by Peninsula like this. I mean, we're definitely a better football team than this. Peninsula just fired on all cylinders tonight, and South just not having one of their games.
Yeah.
They've only played twice before in history since Peninsula was built, and both times. Once in 1999, the Wolves beat the Seahawks 31-6, and then again in 2000, 34-7. So it looks like Peninsula is going to score their first win ever over South Kitsap.
That they are, boy, and I was stunned by that fact. I almost couldn't believe it, just geographically wise. But with school sizes, now being more similar, you can play games.
So another squib fielded again by Miles Huff. Takes the ball just across the 30-yard line. Yeah, I do know that typically, especially in football, you don't typically schedule the smaller schools against you because, and I had talked to Coach Cannon about this before. He was reluctant to take this game, but some of these guys know each other. They really wanted it. But he says, when you take a 3A game and you lose to them, that makes you look that much worse. If you beat them, you say, oh, you should have beat them because they're a 3A school. So it's kind of a lose-lose situation for them.
Mm-hmm.
But they took the game, and here we are with just under 8 minutes to go. Looks like Jared Schneer is still in there. Connor Reed up the middle. Just about 4 yards on the carry to about the 34-yard line. We talked about the Peninsula going 8-4 last year. The Wolves went 4-6. Had a chance to qualify, but lost to CK 28-14 in a game that was just riddled with penalties that ended up taking them out. So Schneer again out, takes it, low snap, he handles it, hands it off up the middle, then brings it to the outside. Drew Randall. Number 25, Drew Randall, a senior.
And
dances ahead.
And that's what the Peninsula front seven's been able to do, is just not giving them a lane, making them dance, making them go in east to west as opposed to north and south, and just trying to not even do too much, just trying to get something. Can't blame the backs.
Sure. So 3rd and 3 now. Schneer takes a snap, drops back, throws, got a man. Oh, off the fingertips of sophomore C.J. Gill. Hit him in the hands. Good throw by Jared Schneer, but Gill unable to handle it. That would have been a first down. He was out in the flat all by himself.
Well, graded. That was Schneer's first pass. I thought it was pretty impressive.
Very good pass.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right where it should have been. Very catchable. Just I don't know if CJ took his eye off last second there, but wasn't able to pull this one in. It's just kind of how the night's gone for the Wolves.
It is what it is.
Nothing really falling their way.
Well, in a great situation here for Schneer, there's no pressure. He's not in the game to win it. He's, hey, go out there and make throws. Make something happen.
Exactly.
See what you got, kid.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Coach Eric Canton in his 3rd season as the Wolves head coach, 10-10 in his previous 2 seasons. Coming into this season, they won last week and will not win tonight, so he'll actually be 11-11. But got another flag on the play. Didn't see what the call was, but it was against the Wolves. It's going to back them up. So now we're looking at It's like a 4th and 8 from about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, boy, I missed that too. And
so yeah, it's a 4th and 8. Wolves are going to go for it.
Well, no,
oh, excuse me, they're punting. They are going to punt.
Yeah.
And that is Cole
Nearly
Craner.
blocked.
That was almost blocked. Lucky to get that one off. Can't even say anything about it, whether it went far or not. I mean, it was a very good kick considering there was heat in his face.
Yeah. Cole Craner on the punt there.
So they lost to CK, the Wolves did last year, 28-14. That knocked them out of the playoffs, but then they went and played a crossover game and rebounded, beat Foss 41-25 in a very impressive game. So the Wolves know how to come back from tough losses, and they're going to need to do that next week for as Olympia comes in here.
Oh, yeah.
Olympia, another one of the favorites to be in the mix to be a playoff team this year, maybe even a division champion this year. So going to be a tough matchup again next week for the Wolves.
Oh, yeah.
So Peninsula will take over at the 34-yard line. Handoff up the middle, still on his feet. Takes it ahead for about 2 yards.
And was that Blackwell on the run, I want to say?
Is that number 8?
I believe so.
So Ryder Johnson quarterbacking. Blackwell's not in there, at least not in the backfield right now. Handoff spins out to the outside, then wrapped up. Is that
Campagoto?
Josh?
Michael Campagoto, 26 right there.
Campagoto.
So he must have been the one who carried it before also. So Campagoto, another running back we're calling tonight.
A 5'6", 117 running back, much smaller than Major Ali and Marshad DeWalt, but still pretty quick.
That, my friend, is an understatement. But yeah, quick. I mean, you got to be quick on your feet when you're that size.
So 3rd and 5 now from the 39-yard lines. The Wolves look to make a stop. And he'll hand it off again. Gets to the outside, gets some running room, and will get the first down. That was Noah Ensley. So Peninsula spreading the wealth around a little bit, giving everybody a chance to get a touch on the ball.
Absolutely. That's at least the 4th running back we've called this game.
So another first down as we come up on about 3 minutes, 15 seconds left in the game. Ryder Johnson now takes the snap, hands it off again, stopped at the line this time and backed up. Campagoto not able to find any room up the middle.
All right. So with the score being what it is, we are on the mercy rule. So the clock will continue to run even on the first down.
So 2nd and 10 from the 47. Hand off to the outside, it's immediately hit. Number 13, Garrett Smith with the hit in the backfield, a tackle for a loss. We have not had very many of those tonight, so nice play by Garrett Smith. He's a 5'9", 160 junior. Getting some playing time here tonight, making a nice play out of the linebacker position. So 3rd and 15 now as we come up on 2 minutes left in the game. So takes it to the outside again. Run down on the outside by Asa Jackson after he probably 6-yard gain or so. It'll be about 4th and 14. Excuse me, it'll be about 4th and probably 8. Minute and a half left. Peninsula's just going to go ahead and go for it. They got nothing to really worry about at this point. Hands it off again to the outside, looking for some running room. Cuts it back to the inside, gets the first down, and takes it all the way down to the 34-yard line. Garrett Smith again in on the tackle. But boy, the Wolves just can't find an answer to their running game tonight. Something that they're sure they're going to be addressing going into next week's game.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we come up with just about a minute to go in the game.
Yeah, and with that score being what it is, once again, the clock will continue to run.
Michael Campagoto having a pretty good day for his last couple of carries.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's just a sophomore, and they're just going to go ahead and down it and kill the clock. So this game's going to end up 43-0 in favor of the Seahawks. Peninsula comes into Joe Knowles Field and takes down the Wolves 43-0. As they're going to take one more snap, and that should do it. Close the book on tonight's game. And he will down it, and that will do it. Or do they need to do one more? Nope, that's it. That will do it as we wind down the last 7 seconds of the game.
Yeah, we want to thank all of you for joining us for tonight's South Kitsap High School football game. And we'd also like to give a shout out to the students of the video production department who made this entire television program possible. Appreciate it, guys.
As we see the guys showing some great sportsmanship as they all shake hands on the way out. You see a lot of smiles coming through. A lot of these guys know each other, played against each other for years, pee-wees and whatnot coming up. But the story of this game, the Peninsula run game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Major Ali, Connor Walsh, and even some of the subs at the end. Campagato and a couple of those guys, just very good run game on the Peninsula sideline. You know, they're gonna be fun to see how they progress in their 3A.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for them, at being a 3A team, Bellevue is a 3A team, and they have won 10 of the last 12 state championships. So, but I'm sure they're looking forward to a rematch with Bellevue. That's who knocked them out of the playoffs last year. So,
yeah, absolutely.
We'll see. I'll be keeping an eye on Peninsula, see how they finish up this year. But for now, the Wolves need to focus on Olympia. They got the Bears coming in next week. First league game. We've had one good non-league game, one not so good non-league game, and now it's time to get back to business and go into the Narrows 4A League play next week. Olympia Bears coming in.
Yeah, and it's, you look at these two games and you analyze, analyze the negatives and the pluses. Obviously, there were quite a few tonight, but there are also pluses from tonight. You take what you can from both, and like you said, the real season, the big part of the season, is going to start next week with Olympia.
Yeah, league play is what matters.
Yes.
All right, so again, the final score from Joe Knowles Field, it was the Peninsula Seahawks 43 and the South Kitsap Wolves nothing.
Yep.
Thanks for watching tonight's game, and tune in to SKTV next Friday night at 7 o'clock as the Wolves open up league play against the Olympia Bears. From all of us here at SKTV, I'm Steve Dickey.
And I'm Nick Keogh saying so long and good evening from South Kitsap High School.